Tonight's Xfinity TV High School Football Game of the Week post-game show being brought to you by the Pittsburgh Sports Report, Pittsburgh's premier sports publication. Visit them on the web at pittsburghsportsreport.com. Back at North Allegheny, Bruce Sokolic, Ellis Cannon, and Charlie Batch. Great to have you with us. Art Walker, the coach of North Allegheny, is with us. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. Anytime you can beat your rival, especially in Week 9, all the time we play them, it's a big win for our community.
Something tells me, though, you're not completely satisfied with this win.
No, I mean, there's always room for improvement. You know, there's some mistakes we made in the first half I think we could have capitalized on offensively, and a couple little breaks downs here and there. But, you know, you never want to take points off the board. But, you know, hats off to our defense for playing just lights out and frustrating North Hills' offense and putting us in a good situation. So I'm just super excited for our guys and our coaches because it's a huge team win for us.
Hey, Coach, this is Ellis. Just to show some other numbers, though, to flip that around for a moment, you outgained them 403 to 143. You're 5 for 5 in the red zone. North Hills was 0 for 10 on third downs, and you completely throttled their pass attack, including the quarterback. You've got to feel pretty good about all those numbers.
Well, I'm loving the numbers, you know, defensively, how low they are for North Hills' offense, and the third down, you know, those are the ones that hurt you, and they kind of hurt a defense when you let a team get a big third down. But for us to shut them out on third downs, that's unbelievable, and that's a tribute to our kids and our defensive coaches just doing a super job, and happy that we got the ball rolling offensively and put up over 400. That's exciting.
Coach Charlie Batch here, congratulations to you. I know when you look at like what the way the schedule was at the beginning of the season, you want to be playing your best ball heading into the playoffs, and right now you have a nice stretch heading into it. Talk about the mindset that you need to have heading into the playoffs.
Well, you know, you look at our schedule, and it was so tough in the first month, and then we went on a 5-game win streak and made it 6 tonight. But, you know, it's always a great game against North Hills, and to play them and play so well, that's a great springboard for us to go into playoffs because now it's a new season. You're only guaranteed 7 days of practice to prepare to get ready from now on. You know, we're wondering who we're going to play, and we're guaranteed 1 game. And you got to understand your back's against the wall and have that kind of mindset, come out fighting every week if you want another opportunity to play another game.
Coach, I have to ask you about one particular player on defense. Obviously, a lot of guys stepped up tonight, but I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Lane Skundrich. I mean, he's been here for a long time with you. He's the last guy from the title in 12. We made him our pregame player to watch, and he was all over the field.
Well, you know, Lane had a different energy about him tonight, and it's fitting that with such a great career he's had for us and being our defensive leader that, you know, on senior night at home that he came out and played a heck of a game. So I'm proud of him. He's a hell of a football player, and, you know, somebody's going to be really lucky to have him, you know, in school somewhere. He's tremendous. He's a great leader. He's a great worker in practice, and he sells out on the field for us.
All right, Coach Art Walker from North Allegheny. Coach,
Thanks,
again, congratulations. Best of luck in the playoffs. Again, that was Art Walker from North Allegheny. And again, guys, you hit the nail on the head, Charlie. I mean, when you go into the playoffs, you want to be feeling like we're firing on all cylinders, even if it's a psychological boost to you going in. You have that confidence, right?
It is, and this is something that you could wipe the records out clean. Where everybody's coming in 0-0, and at this point, hey, you got to get hot. And right now, North Allegheny is hot. So when somebody sees this team on the schedule, they cannot turn around and think that they can take this team lightly.
Well, Jeff Clemens had himself a pretty good ball game tonight, our player of the game, and he joins us. Jeff, congratulations, big win here tonight.
Thank you.
I have to ask you, it seemed like you guys were really able to do a lot of things offensively. You spread the ball around, whether running or throwing the football. You were able to do a lot of different things. Talk about that.
Yeah, you got to give credit to our coaches because they just teach us the right things to do, and they know what to do. And our offensive line just held up, and that's about it.
You know, Jeff, we talked a lot in the pregame. One of the keys was the ability to be able to get balance, and obviously over 400 yards offense, you were able to do that. You've had some success throwing the ball personally for touchdowns the last couple of games. Tonight you finish up with, I believe, 180 or so total yards offensively, 3 touchdowns, 2 rush, and you had the 2-point conversion. You seem to be conveniently happy with either the running the ball or the passing right now, and so does the team.
Oh, yeah. We love running the ball with me and passing the ball, and we just spread the ball around at whoever. And whoever can punch it in and get the big gain, it doesn't matter who it is because it's a team game.
Jeff, Charlie Batch here. Congratulations. I mean, you are out there. You have this team going in the right direction. Talk about some of the things that you'll be preparing for this week as you head to the playoffs.
We're going to be preparing to go pretty far because we think that we can beat anyone, to be honest. And the way we're playing right now, people better watch out.
All right, Jeff Clemens. Congratulations, Jeff, and obviously best of luck as you head into the postseason.
Thank you.
All right, that is quarterback Jeff Clemens from North Allegheny. Just a great performance here tonight, guys. I was really impressed with how they not only ran the football, but he threw the football well, and at times he touched on – quarterbacks always thank their offensive linemen, I know that, but those guys gave him time when he needed to throw, and they opened up holes as well.
No question about that, Charlie. They were able to do that, and they were able to be as physical up front as we talked about North Hills having to be, and they just weren't quite that way, the visitor tonight, and that's why they drop into the 4-hole going into the playoffs.
Now time for our best of the batch play of the game, actually, and let's take a look at it, and guess who's going to be involved? Yeah, the quarterback. There he is, Jeff Clemens in the throw as he hooks up with Paul Blettinger, and he hauled it in. That opened the scoring here tonight. Just a beautiful play.
It was a corner route. And Charlie, you had said earlier that one thing that you don't run when you're inside the 5-10 yards, you don't run that one corner route, you said, because it could get easily picked. Yeah. Now this was different though. It was deeper in the corner and it was a lot more air to it.
Yeah, this was different because it was misdirection. The one earlier, they were trying to run a quick out when you're sitting on the 6-yard line. The defensive back doesn't have a threat. He's driving on anything in front of him. That's what happened earlier. They came right back with the misdirection. Play action to the left. He rolled half boot to the right. Now you have a crossing route delivered over the top. Jeff did that perfectly on that play.
And you take a look at Bruder. We talked about some of the keys. Bundle Bruder, and, of course, keep him in the pocket. That's such a key part. You look at his numbers, a night that he wants to forget. 3 of 10, 28 yards, 4 sacks, and interception. He's a much better player than that. In the red zone, as we talked about, North Allegheny, fabulous offensively, and North Hills never got there. Right. So those keys held up for North Allegheny, and frankly, by the big jump that they got at halftime, North Allegheny, I think, has scored 124 more points in the first half than their opponents. So to the quarterback Clemens' comments, you know, the way we're playing, if they get up on you, they've got the battle. They got the backs to be able to roll them.
So North Hills will go into the playoffs as well. Let's not forget about the Indians.
Right,
they're in the playoffs. They have to go on the road, and they'll have to rebound. They did put points on the board. We touched on that. I don't know if that means a whole lot in that locker room right now, but maybe it's a little boost for them as they get ready for the postseason.
It's a little boost, but you want to make sure that, hey, regardless of what that scoreboard says, you're having a little bit to at least gain on, or at least work on heading into this week. Because, again, like you said, they are going to the playoffs, but you don't want to go in with that losing mindset. You're going to flip it around, wipe the records out 0-0, and regardless of where you go, come in and believe that you can go on the road and make a run.
Yeah, what did we do this year well? And then let's take that in. Right. I mean, of course, it's a matchup you don't know yet, and that'll have something to do with it. But all the time you hear coaches say it's about what we do.
Right.
That's what we focus on.
And that's something when you turn around in this game, they didn't get it done today on the road, but they came in 6-2. You have to go on the road and win some ball games. North Hills was able to do that. Now they need to say, okay, let's break it back down, go back to the chalkboard, learn from this game, and go out here and correct the mistakes. And if they do that, they can be dangerous as well.
All right, that's going to do it for the regular season, guys.
Wow.
Believe it or not, the season has come to a close. It will be North Allegheny, the number 3 seed. It will be North Hills, the number 4 seed. Well, hope you enjoyed it. 31-7 the final score here tonight as the Indians win in the finale. Now, for Charlie Batch, for Ellis Cannon, for all of our crew, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it on our Xfinity High School Football Game of the Week.